It is Wednesday, OSD, Obsessive Sneaker Disorder. This is episode 356. That's right, episode 356. OSD, Obsessive Sneaker Disorder. My name is D. Wells, along with the Sole Doctors and Disorderlies, coming to you live and direct from the OSD studio, the internet. We are live and direct every Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is correct. We got a great show in store for you. So hopefully you're ready to walk with us, talk with us, and more importantly, talk about the sneakers, the culture, and all the good stuff that people are tweeting about, bugging out, hunting for, all that good stuff. So let's get right on to it. Man, we got the H-Town Sneaker Summit that took place. Mr. Kadoma is in the building. What's up, sir?
What's up, D? What's up, Pedro? What's up, Ben? OSD, cast and crew, all the obsessive sneaker disorderlies around the world. I had a much-deserved week off last week after wrapping up the H-Town Sneaker Summit that went down. I think we're going to get into it a little bit later on in the show after the stock report. But, man, I'm well rested. Everything's wrapped up. We're looking forward to our next event. December 6th. May have one or two things in between there, so make sure you keep it locked at the OSD and SneakersSummit.com. But you know what I'm here for, man. I'm ready to get into the
Nice. And let's go straight from H-Town to one Ben Berry's in the building. What's the good word?
Much opinion, disorderlies, listeners, subscribers, people who don't claim listening but they do know about you.
Of course. We have the stalkers, but that's okay. A stalker's like an old girlfriend. You gotta just keep it moving and don't pay attention.
Shout out to Matthew, who writes for something really big. He never shouts it out, but talked about OSD yesterday. Shout out to him, Matthew.
Okay, there we go. Shout out to Matthew. We're gonna go straight to Dr. Paper Chaser himself, the doctor, the one, Mr. Hustle Mode himself, Mr. Grind, Mr. I don't get any sleep. Yes, sir. There it is. What's up, man?
What is good? D. Wells, Kadoma, Ben Berry, all disorderlies and soul doctors, near far. What is good? Welcome to episode number 356. We are full-fledged, almost 1 month into the rise of sneaker culture exhibition at the Brooklyn Museum.
Jeez.
So it has been a tremendous outpouring of support so far here in New York City for the Rise of Sneaker Culture exhibition. Quite a few thousands of visitors have already attended the Rise of Sneaker Culture exhibition.
I think you're being modest. I think it may have hit tens of thousands.
Well, we heading that way. But
every time I see it, it's packed.
Thousands is the politically correct way to cover it until the real numbers come. But it is definitely thousands. Shout out to you, Soul Brother number one. One of the things that I see a lot of people doing when they go to the exhibition is actually sit down on the bench and spend time with that book. Not even realizing that the book is showing them everything that they're sitting right there in front of.
Yes, that's cool. That's what's
right
up.
There. Elizabeth Semmelheck, Michelle Hargrove, and the folks from American Federation for the Arts, Elizabeth Semmelheck and the Body Shoe Museum folks, the Brooklyn Museum folks have been tremendous. Everyone's really been extremely excited and supportive of where this thing has been going. And this is really, again, for those who don't understand it, it's really big for now sneakers being accepted on a cultural level with an institution that is world-renowned like the Brooklyn Museum leading the way here in America. Again, this isn't the first time this happened. This exhibition originated in Toronto at the Body Shoe Museum.
Yeah,
And
man.
this is the second stop on a tour that will take it to a few more stops around the country here in the U.S. But being the capital of the world, undisputed, this thing has been getting a lot of love from people who come to Brooklyn from all over the world simply because of what Brooklyn has become these days, good, bad, or indifferent. But people are enjoying the sneaker stories. People are enjoying seeing the shoes. People are enjoying even sharing their sneaker stories because there's an area in the back of the exhibition where people actually get to sit down with a small piece of paper with a sneaker on it, and they get to write their own sneaker story. And people have been sharing some of the craziest ones imaginable. There's literally thousands of them already hanging up in the back wall of the exhibition.
Yeah, I'm laughing because I got a chance to see that. I haven't been on the show since I visited New York a
Hmm.
couple of weeks ago, and I was lucky enough to get a chance to stop by the museum and see Sean in there doing his thing, and also Alicia E. Muhammad in the museum
Yep.
from a Tribe Called Quest paying it a visit. Man, it blew my mind back seeing all that. So, I just have seen the pictures online, and I was kind of envisioning just a single room with some sneakers on some pedestals and stuff. But it's a whole timeline of sneaker culture, and to go in there and see like the I don't know what you call them, the writings or whatever next to the sneakers. You could literally spend a whole day in there just kind of going through the timeline of sneaker history, or kick story as we like to call it here on the show.
Yep.
It was also a special bonus to see, prized gems out of people's collection. Like, you saw shoes from Babito Garcia's collection that you've probably never seen in your life before.
Yep.
You saw the track spikes worn by Jesse Owens in the Olympics, like, or the Fila Grant Hill sample made in Italy.
Yep.
Are one of the last remaining made in Italy pairs that exist in the world today. Like,
Yep.
it's just crazy amounts of stuff in there, and if you look hard enough, if you dig hard enough into it, it's amazing what you see. So definitely, if you're planning on visiting New York in between now and October, is that right? You,
Yep.
you need
October
to
4th or
go
something.
check out the exhibit at the Brooklyn Museum. It's a first for the sneaker community and sneaker culture. I think it's a big deal. And like Sean said, it's being very well received. I see it packed every time I look at pictures of it online. Um, it's doing big things, and we're always hearing negative news about the
Exactly.
sneaker community. Like, this is something that is very positive, and it's having a big impact. So let's
That's
kind of cherish this moment and share it with our friends and family.
couldn't have said it better. Couldn't have said it better. This is absolutely what is happening. It is putting all the positive attributes to what has become sneaker culture on a worldwide display now, which is what we've been working so hard for since OSD's inception by that crazy dude D Wells in 2007 up to now, as we're approaching our 8th anniversary soon. Um, this is definitely a pinnacle of what we expected as far as people finally beginning to understand it. Um, I haven't had any questions thrown my way since the exhibition opened about all the stupid stuff about sneakers. No one's asked me why people are camping out. No one asked me why people are still robbing and shooting each other and doing all this stupidness for shoes. Why people are scamming each other on eBay. All these questions that I used to get asked before this opened from time to time, I don't get those questions anymore. I don't miss them. I'm prepared to answer them when they come. I always am. But I have not got those questions in quite a long time. Now all the questions are surrounding stuff that people are seeing online and shoes that they didn't know existed and all this other stuff that is what we've been doing for almost 8 years now, which is educating people about all the good stories and the emotional connections behind it. So whoever can get here, get here. But if you can't, it's going to travel. It will be traveling at various spots around the country. But for now, It's still in New York, the sneaker capital of the world. Brooklyn Museum till October 4th. Get here. Um, we're going to kidnap D Wells at some point,
Yeah,
and
man,
we're going to
I'm
put
gonna
him
get
in
down there.
overnight. We're going to make him do the overnight thing in the exhibition, only because he's worked that hard where he should do that. And
Soon,
kudos to him.
soon.
Yep. So
285th Parkway, 5th floor. I 100% recommend going on the tour day. So there's tours twice a week, right? The exhibition tours.
there are exhibition tours twice a week, but I am also in some way, shape, or form from time to time doing private tours as a museum request.
Mm.
So there's a few of those coming up in a couple of weeks. But I've also been getting people just asking me, yo, meet me at the museum and show me the exhibition. Shout out to Sarah from Converse, Sarah Sabino. Her folks from Converse came down this past Sunday from Boston. And, I toured them, showed them the exhibition on Sunday. Her and about 6 of her coworkers came down from Converse to see it. So I do that also, but there are a lot of resources going into people getting to experience the Rise of Sneaker Culture exhibition. So head on down, don't take it lightly, and don't think you got all the time in the world either, because October 4th, they'll be here faster than you know.
True, true.
And you'll be saying you wish you did.
Yep.
Mhm.
And
When
you know what usually happens at the Brooklyn Museum for a lot of the exhibitions that are really hot is people will wait till they hear there's 2 or 3 days left,
And
and
then
they'll be rammed up in here. And then what happens behind that is they say the exhibition, they're not just saying this one, but they say in general about a lot of exhibitions at the Brooklyn Museum that where this happened. They'll say, oh, it was whack. And it was whack because you went because you were fighting for some time to appreciate it with 4,000 people that last day or those last few days. So now you don't even get any real personal time with what you came to see because you're being bumped and you're elbowed and you're ducking and you're dodging. And Kadoma saw it. There were hundreds upon hundreds of people rammed in that room that Sunday when he was there.
yeah, it was
It's the thing to
crowded.
do on Sundays, I hear.
Like you literally had to wait in a line to look at some of the shoes. Like it was,
Yeah. So
the museum visitors got their own little camp out experience.
yeah, they got the simulated camp out for shoes that they can't buy. Yeah, man. But we are also in week 3 of our summer session of social studies. So shout out to all of our disorderlies who are experiencing social studies for summer 2015 right now. We have 30 students in the middle of social studies for summer 2015. Shout out to each and every one of you. Again, 4 different countries involved. The U.S. and 3 other countries are represented in social studies this time around, and we're delighted about that. We're delighted about the fact that the class is almost half women, which is another thing that we really dig. And we're excited that people are actually networking and building with each other and connecting, and they're really bringing it on these assignments that we're assigning them. Another thing that's really refreshing for us to see as far as people soaking up, and going past what's in the box to what's behind the laces. So we got a few more weeks. We got 5 more weeks, and we're looking forward to all 5 of them up until graduation day and beyond. So
True.
shout out to all of you disorderlies. Keep bringing the good stuff. D and I are happy with what we're seeing, and we're ready for more as the weeks progress. So what you been seeing, D? What you think about the social studies?
I love the interaction. I love the fact that you've, like we said, we've got disorderlies from all over the world, not just United States but the world. I love the fact that we have a very diverse group in terms of a makeup of men and women, and they're talking and bringing up some really good questions like sustainability, what companies are doing in terms of recycling different products and using them down the road. Are people still buying sneakers just because it's a fad or because of the hype, or people because there seems to be so much, there's so many sneakers that are coming out each and every week? Are people being, more discerning with their dollars? Are
Yep.
people even buying more stock, or even looking into buying footwear stocks and not just buying sneakers? So all that stuff is being discussed, and I love the two-way street, those conversations.
Yep.
So
And we
very
have shout
happy.
out to our teacher's assistant, Miss Shawnette. Who, thank you for holding us down on all of these assignments we're getting, because God only knows D and I cannot do it all.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
You are a tremendous help. Thank you.
Muchas gracias por todo.
Word.
Real.
So, D, you mentioned the money, right?
Money. Yeah, man.
Now,
Stocks are crazy.
yeah. So I'm gonna read the highest one last because I think people are gonna shit the bed when they hear this.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
They can see it, by the way. It's on the video.
Yeah, but for some people who are lazy and they wait for me to announce it, I'm gonna hold this one till last.
Well, they haven't been announcing it every day, every week for the last few weeks. There's
Yep.
a trend. There's definitely a trend here.
So Nike finishes at 116.76, up 99 cents per share on the day. Vanity Fair Corporation, parent company for Vans, North Face, Timberland, and many other brands. VF Corp. VFC is the ticker symbol for my disorderlies who are watching. $76.72, up 49 cents per share on the day. Under Armour finished at 101.08, up $1.73 per share today. Wow.
Man, that's a huge movement.
Deckers Outdoor Corporation, parent company for Uggs, Teva, finished at $71.75, up 88 cents per share. Foot Locker Incorporated finished at $72.45 per share, up 72 cents per. Adidas AG on the OTC market finished at $40.42, one of the only stocks down today, down 13 cents per. Puma AG on the ETR market, Euro currency rated, finished 176.90, up 335, big jump for them today. eBay, yep, people still use them, on the NASDAQ finished at $28.56 per share, up 15 cents per. Also on the NASDAQ, Finish Line Inc. finished at $28.52 per share, down 12 cents per share. But there's one stock missing, right?
Right.
One we didn't mention today yet, right?
Mm.
And last time we mentioned them, they were about $40 lower than what we're going to announce right now. Skechers, USA Inc., stock ticker symbol disorderlies, SKX, finished today's trading at, drum roll, whatever you want to put, D. Wells, throw the effect in there. Skechers finished at $160.32 per share, up $6.43 per share on the day.
Yeah, man. Man, that's I can't believe like Skechers is beasting every footwear stock out there,
Pummeling.
and I mean consistently every day and every week you've been reporting it. So
160.32.
wow.
That's
And
not the crazy part on the
and
day.
they haven't split.
Yep. Now here's the funny thing. We only read once a week now, right? We didn't have a show last week, right? So the week before, Skechers was at 120.
Okay. I was gonna look for the comparison. Okay, gotcha.
Skechers was at 120 2 weeks ago when we did the show. And today's gain, $6.43 per share.
Man,
That's higher than any stock so far this year in a one-day gain in footwear stocks that we watch.
this is just like unbelievable how strong Skechers stock has been performing. But like we even were talking about behind the scenes, they've been really, doing some amazing, their stock, the products they're putting out, the number of stores they're opening, not only in the United States, but certainly we even saw some pictures that
Internationally, yep.
Ridiculous has sent from
Right.
Europe and how
Yep.
big they are over there.
Yep.
So they have just been like on fire. They
It's
really have.
amazing.
And
So,
Puma, one of the things I'm surprised by Puma paper is they were up $3.35. But
yep.
there's a lot of rumor, and we did report this back on episode 355, that there's a rumor that they may be bought and taken private.
Mm.
That hasn't happened. Puma did unload and got rid of Tree Torn,
Yep.
so they no longer are carrying that weight, even though Tree Torn was not performing phenomenal, but performing okay. But Puma itself, with their the track market, particularly Usain Bolt,
Yep.
you know what? Somebody hopefully is smart enough to go and pick them up. I mean, I don't think they're gonna lose with that one, but Skechers. Skechers may be looking to acquire somebody. So that would be an interesting
Money.
play. What
Make
if
money.
Skechers decided to go after and acquire Puma? That would be like a serious power move. Serious power move.
Yep.
So,
160.32 a
man,
share at the end of today's trade.
money, money,
Hey,
money.
let me ask you, there's a whole lot of shuffling going on right now with K-Swiss acquiring Supra
Right.
and
Yep.
New Balance acquiring Rockport.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What else am I missing here?
Um,
But why what I guess my question is why do companies let other companies go and then acquire other companies? Like, what is the point of that?
well, it's about value.
Yeah.
I mean, a company like Puma, some people felt that Puma a couple of years ago, not even a couple of years ago, let's say even 7 years ago, they
Hmm.
moved away from their core kind of core products. They really went lifestyle. Remember when all of a sudden we kept on seeing those kind of European-inspired driving moccasin type shoes from Puma,
Mm-hmm.
and they actually did really, really good. Those things are performing, but the true kind of Puma head, someone who knows their history from track and field, but also in the game of football, particularly
Yep.
soccer, they
Yep.
wanted them to get back to basics.
Yep.
And Puma finally woke up and did that. The thing is now, they're reintroducing a lot of their old silhouettes, but they're also trying to introduce some new technology. Particularly, one of the old technologies they reintroduced is the disc. They bringing back the displays and all kind of iterations of that.
Yep.
Those actually have been doing very, very good, particularly the collaborations that they've had, but also from a material and storytelling standpoint. So a company like Puma makes sense for somebody who has a lot of cash to go out and buy, or a group of private investors want to buy them, take them private, and then launch a sub brand, not in the United States, because that's not where they're looking. Anyone who's going to buy them and go private is not going to look to launch a brand in the United States. They're going to look to launch them in South America, Africa,
Mm-hmm.
or in Asia.
Yep.
So, um, but when you look at a company like Skechers, you look at a company like Under Armour, but particularly Skechers, they have a lot of cash on hand, just like Nike. Nike has a lot of cash on hand right now too. But
Yeah.
not the problem. The one thing I've noticed, and we were going to touch on this tonight, is where these companies are spending their dollars. They're not spending on regular footwear companies. They're spending it on technological or technology companies.
Yep.
And that's like me making me sit here going, where is this going? Because a company like Puma is not as good as in storytelling as say Nike is, or even Adidas. Adidas is probably the not the worst storyteller,
Yes,
but
they
they're
are.
getting better. They're getting
Yep.
better.
They're working on it. Yep.
Who's that one that's flatlining there?
Who's
Yeah, I was trying to
flatlining?
figure out what that was, but I'm not sure.
Just a glitch?
Yeah, I was trying to figure
That,
that out earlier
that,
before we posted it up.
that one that's blasting through the roof is Skechers.
Yeah, that one that dropped off, isn't I think we looked at that one a while ago, and that was somebody who, ah man, I can't see it on that chart, that good paper. Wasn't it one of the stocks that got pulled off the market? Can you scroll down just a tad? I think it's on the way bottom under,
Yeah,
is it under finish line stock?
there's nothing under the finish line. That's our last one we round out
Oh,
with.
that is the last one. Okay, so yeah, who is that
It
line?
may be them because they've been trending downward historically for a minute. Because that grid actually shows the week from July 26th all the way to the 31st and
So that
beyond.
that may be them. Wow.
Well, I think it's them because they've been trending down for a minute
Hmm.
and they need to do something while everybody else has just been really kicking
Yeah.
in the door. So yeah, I think it's them.
I mean, let's be honest. Look at what Nike. We're starting to see the sneakers that are coming out already from Nike and Jordan brand for 2016, and we're seeing what pretty much 1992 through 1997 all over again, right?
Yep.
And a lot of people and all the other companies are following suit, except for Under Armour because obviously they weren't around then, you
Yep.
know, and then a brand like VF Corporation, stuff like that. But it seems like all of a sudden in 2015 going into 16 footwear year is all about we're seeing colors again come back, colors that tell an outdoors kind of rugged Mother Nature story, and then we're seeing again like that sweet spot of years 92 through like 96, 97.
Yeah. I got I heard some news today that in spring 2016 we'll see Boost become available in all the classic Adidas footwear, except
Wow.
except it will be called Bounce, I think.
They're bringing that name Bounce back because Bounce failed horribly.
Is it?
It
Um,
like because Boost is killing it right now. Everyone loves Boost.
Let me see. I think that Bounce is not like a.
Bounce is out right now on the D Rose team sneaker.
Is it?
Yep.
Bounce is not like a pure Boost, but it's like 80%
Eighty
of what
percent,
Boost is.
particularly in the heel. You
Uh,
know,
Maybe, yeah.
because I mean, we just saw Adidas roll out that Boost running sneaker that's priced perfectly at $100.
Yeah.
Because guess what? Everything else before that was usually what 150 and up.
Where the Cosmic Boost is the Boost budget line.
Yeah, the Cosmic Boost is at 140 and then everything goes up.
So I mean, that's that sweet spot. People want to buy, because they want to try Boost, but they don't want to spend 180 or more. They want to spend.
Once you try it, you're hooked. I have not heard anyone say that they don't like it.
Right. Or if you're smart, you be patient and you keep checking off-price retailers like what I did, and I came upon a pair of Boosts at good old Marshall's for $59.99.
Yeah.
It's the come up.
Energy Boost 2s, $49.99, suckers.
So.
Oh, and the D-Lillard 2 is going to have encapsulated Boost.
Which one is that? The D Lillard 2?
Yep, it's encapsulated.
Get ready for the James Harden.
Yeah. Can we talk about that? That's not a real number. That 200 million is not an official offer.
We're not talking about that yet.
They've balked at their numbers before.
We're not talking about that yet.
Not yet. We got to talk about this one.
Okay.
Yo, I heard Floyd Mayweather has sneakers coming out.
Yes, see, well, officially coming out, or he wants to release because no one will touch him right now. I mean, we do know he's been getting his workout stuff from Reebok. We do know that.
Talk about these money teams, boy.
But these TMTs, money, power, respect, that have a resemblance to the Dunkin' Donuts logo, an ACG boot mixed with I don't even. When I saw them, I really thought it was like someone playing a joke, but these are real. Like, he wants to launch his own TMT team, money team. Floyd Mayweather wants to launch his own footwear line. And if he
it comes out
does,
on off-brand, I'm getting a pair.
he has to wear these, and he has to fight Ronda Rousey, and that would be very interesting because you know she has her own line of Fight Like a Girl, so that would be interesting. TMT versus Fight Like a Girl, Flag versus TMT. I think I would pay for that.
I don't know. I think the average person that wears TMT gear, you don't see them decked out on these.
I don't.
No.
Not this color. Not this colorway.
These shits look like snowboard boots.
Where do you see these retailing at though?
Like in
Marshalls.
Journeys.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Journeys. I really see this at Journeys. I see this.
Good call.
You know.
Yeah, you're right, D. It does look like something that'd be sold at Journey.
And I think people would clamor for them, and they'd sell for about $120.
That's crazy. You know, I don't know. I really don't know.
Kadon, what were you gonna say? You had a question.
No, I was gonna say even if these sold at Marshalls, there's still money to be made there.
Oh, absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with, you know, selling to Marshalls or discount shoe
But they're not gonna go and they're not gonna buy. Marshall's is not gonna buy these. You know, they want these as a closeout. And let's be honest, Mayweather is not known as a sneakerhead, so it's a forced story. People aren't gonna believe it. People will see right through it. They're gonna call bullshit when they see it, and these will end up sitting, and then they're gonna have to be marked down, and then they're gonna end up. You know, hate to say it, if a Stephen Barry's was still around, that's where these would be sold for $14.99.
Stephen Barry would have picked them up.
They would have. Stephen Barry's would have sold these.
Yeah.
You know.
$14.90.
And some more berries.
You know. But can he move units? I don't think the number of units that he thinks he can. Like, let's just be honest. Floyd Mayweather, you know, Mayweather is a good boxer. Is he a personality that people want to emulate? No.
I think
he's wearing some suspect outfits. Let's be honest.
I think it depends on how these are marketed, whether or not it can work. You know.
No. I mean,
I don't think it's going to be marketed towards our audience.
Right. I mean, is he going after like a Trinidad James type audience?
No. You know, the person.
Who is Trinidad James' audience?
The people that wear, you know, TMT merchandise or what's the one that's popular with UFC?
Affliction.
Reebok?
No.
Is it Affliction? What is it?
No,
Tap out.
Tap out, yeah.
Tap out.
Like Tap Out's got money.
Yeah, they're banned from the UFC, but they're in the other like offshoot MMA companies.
Yeah,
but let's be honest. The people we see wearing, you know, TMT clothing seems to only be people who are closely aligned with Mayweather. I don't see like
I do see it on the street here in New York every now. I see hats, hoodies, stuff like that. Yeah, I do. I actually do see people.
It's like the people who buy the Rock Nation hats. You know what I mean? They just feel brand new.
They want to feel like they're winners.
Okay.
So yeah, I do see.
I don't see it a lot here in the New England area, but I mean I'm talking specifically Boston, parts of Connecticut, and even Providence, Rhode Island. But
it's for the people who wear the hats with the really big one word across the front. Like swag or fresh. They're metal letters because they're never stitched on.
Wow, they're metal.
If TMT boots go after the Lugs fan base, you know what I mean? If they bring in Funk Flex and they bring in the game, you know what I mean?
Oh my goodness.
They do some
hilarious.
So now you're saying something reminiscent to 310
exactly.
footwear. Okay.
Yeah, it's probably the same factor.
Wow.
But yeah, these will sell to people. They're gonna go on sale for half price in Journeys. You know what I mean? Like that was a very good call. You know, people will buy them. People will buy them at retail and wear them with the Money Team T-shirt.
I'm interested to see if they are going to come out officially, or these are just like Mayweather had these made up for him and people within his close circle of trainers and friends and family kind of thing. I mean, the perfect time for this, I mean, if they are made, would be around now, back to school time. But other than that, we're talking
I
Christmas.
can find out. I know a couple of people on the money team.
Okay.
Hey,
Please.
Ray
Yeah,
J?
please find out.
I'm
Please
digging
find
and
out.
see what I can find out.
Yo,
I
if you
mean-
call Ray J right now and get him on the podcast, that'd be
He said
excellent.
Ray J.
No, I don't know Ray J.
Wow. Ray
Yo, what do you think will sell better, these or the Marshawn Lynch greats? Have you seen the greats that Marshawn Lynch put his name on?
No.
yeah.
I think the greats will sell better.
The greats would sell because
I
greats is
like
doing pretty
greats.
well. They're doing pretty well. So I would say greats would win that battle.
Mhm.
But yeah, these are just bad. No one should wear these except for, the team.
You try to be down with the team?
There's been
I hope the
some.
whole entourage comes out at Mayweather's next fight in him.
We need to get Dallas Penn's list of top 10 bad
Oh, bad.
signature
Yeah, these
sneakers.
these definitely will make his top 10.
Dallas Penn would wear
Yeah.
these.
No, he wouldn't.
These would definitely make Dallas's drop 10.
I don't think Dallas would wear these. I think he'd call these some Fugazi type boots. I
They
mean, he
look
is
like
known
Vasquez.
as.
Remember Vasquez?
Yep. They certainly do.
Yeah, Dallas will call these Bandulu.
That's
I'm gonna put the bat signal out there, see if he answers.
okay.
All right, so D. Wells, you made reference already to the boost model that is about to drop that will cost about $100. I'm about to put a picture of those up for the disorderlies to see.
Yo, and Adidas, they need to stop making their tubulars look so good and the Yeezys look so bad. I don't think I've seen a pair of tubulars I haven't liked.
So these are the Solar Boost sneakers. Here's a picture of them courtesy of Footwear News. I'm going to scroll down and show you a few colors that will debut for $100. Now that in particular, of course, is a woman's colorway. It looks pretty snazzy.
I mean, Adidas has been on fire with their running stuff. I mean, they brought in all these boosts. I mean, I saw the EQT 93. They're bringing back the torsion stuff again. I mean, we saw all the Kobe stuff, but particularly from them running, like all this stuff with boosts. Even the Lillard, like, oh, we'll talk about that later. But these, I'm feeling them. I'm feeling them.
Z, how do you like those ZX8000s? Have you worn them yet?
I actually, you know what? I did. I wore them. The funny thing is, I had to wear them. I tried them on initially at home with socks on, and they were uncomfortable. So I wore them out and about all day without socks. They are just as comfortable as my Boost ESMs.
Yeah.
And it's weird because of the sock liner. It goes into the shoe, and you could actually, it's the Boost is actually built into the insole sock liner.
Yep,
Which
that's
I
what I like.
I think that is like ingenious, on Adidas's part. So very comfortable. Like wearing a pair of slippers. The only thing close that could beat them out would be my UGG slippers in the dead of winter.
He's
And
still
yes,
rocking those.
UGG did not pay me to say that. I'm just speaking how I feel. So
UGG didn't pay you. Tom Brady did, though.
I wish. I wish. Shoot. Right about now, Tom Brady's like, oh, he's sitting at home with his Uggs on.
Tom Brady paid you to say that and to smash his cell phone.
And I know nothing about the sport.
Oh, man. So, yes, these are the Adidas Solar Boost sneakers that will cost $100 for you to get introduced to Boost. And I'm assuming a little bit of Prime Knit from what I see here. But I can't say for sure until I see them in person. I'm
Right.
expecting to see them in a couple of days. So let's see when I go down to a retailer and see what they're looking like.
I hope it's that that tech fit that they have, which is probably their best material. I like it better than Prime Knit.
Mm.
Tech Fit, you like it better than Prime Knit?
Very much so. It's thicker. It feels more like a sneaker than a doily or dozy or cozy.
I said Prime Knit feels like a doily.
All that does, man.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
Its stuff really work well is when it's heavily backed by glue, like heavily.
Well, you know what's funny? It's funny you say that because that's actually why I like Prime Knit over Fly Knit because it's not backed and it has more flexibility when you're moving around over Fly Knit. Where Fly Knit is backed and it feels more rigid. It feels like your feet are rubbing up against the material when you move. And Prime Knit, you don't have that issue. At least I don't have that issue. I feel it flows better with how I'm moving. So for me, I like Prime Knit over Fly Knit because there's no backing. But Tech Fit, like D just mentioned the ZX8000s, that's Tech Fit in the front of the ZX8000 Boost. And you can't wear socks with it. Because if you do wear socks with it, now you've just completely like backed your feet into a corner, if you will.
Right.
Right.
That's kind of what I experienced with. So Tech Fit, if you're the kind of person that wears sneakers with no socks, which every now and then it calls for that, then yeah, I'll do Tech Fit. But as far as wearing socks, and it's a Prime Knit versus Fly Knit thing, I'll take Prime Knit any day of the week, from here to infinity.
Hey, to each their own. I'll take Tech Fit over both. Definitely take Tech Fit over Prime Knit.
You don't like
the best Adidas sneakers, Tech Fit.
You don't like wearing socks, do you?
I wear socks all the time. I don't like not wearing socks.
And you wear socks with Tech Fit?
Yup.
Gosh, your poor toes must be humming when you get home after these.
Yeah. I change I change socks like 2-3 times a day. So.
Oh, there's the secret. See?
You can get some real thin socks, like Stance no-show socks are real good. I don't know if you'd want to try those, Ben, but they're pretty good.
I'm gonna check them out. I'm a sock connoisseur.
Yeah, go for that. I like a lot of stuff that Stance is doing. Actually got a pair of my favorite pair is the golf socks.
The Stance Golf, just because of where the cushioning is?
Well, they have like some TPU or some kind of gel on the bottom of the socks, and I have a real wide foot, so I'm a natural like 10.5 probably, but I always go up a half to 11 because most shoes are too narrow for my foot. So my foot and some of my shoes always has that sliding from front to back, but with those Stance socks, the golf socks with the little gel on the bottom, it grips, so my foot doesn't slide as much. And with the room, I don't know. That's why I like them. But I think they're making some great performance product.
Yeah, Stance has been doing pretty good on the sock game. Shout out to Stance. Holler at us.
Yeah, they just
wear socks too.
I think I could get them on the show. They just released the Anthem line, which is kind of geared towards the fashionistas. Or sneakerhead, curator, tastemaker, whatever, influencer, whatever you want.
Find out there's influencer socks out here.
Yeah,
listen. Tell Stance, tell the people at Stance, we can do a special obsessive sock disorder episode.
Yeah, and then
time to include some of those Hollywood Classics NBA stuff that's coming out next season because it's fire.
They just announced 2 huge brand ambassadors in Rihanna and Big Sean. So
they both have little ass feet. That ain't huge.
And then the big time street league guys, Chris Cole, Nigel Houston, and Ashad Ware are all coming out with signature socks. Signature socks. So And then, like Ben said, they're going to have NBA. I think they also have some MLB.
Stuff coming out as well. Wow.
Just doing big
Good for
stuff.
them. Good for them.
Obsessive sock disorder episode. Make it happen, Kadoma.
Man, I'll give it a shot.
All right. So we have more good news in the realm of footwear education, in
Nice.
particular for the future designers of America and of the world, rather, not just America. But the Pencil Footwear Design Academy news came out courtesy of this article, The World of Footwear, but it's in World Footwear. It's in quite a few other publications, though, that the Pencil has partnered with Denmark's Kolding School of Design, and they will be working with the company Echo on a 5-week intensive footwear design masterclass, and they'll be designing projects from the Echo footwear brand, which is Danish for those who did not know. And the class will begin on October 19th, and it will be held at the Kolding School of Design in Denmark from October 19th to the 20th of November. So 1 month exactly. It is indeed an amazing opportunity for anyone who gets in. I know Dwayne has been crisscrossing the globe trying to make some things happen for the Pencil Footwear Design Academy brand, and this is not going to be the last of which you hear of such international stylings from Mr. Dwayne Edwards and the Pencil Footwear Design Academy, but this one is definitely one you want to, for you aspiring designers, you want to get in on now to try and be a part of. So
I'm going to take a pencil class. That's on my bucket list.
So
Nice.
get that portfolio together. You want to make sure you head over to pensole.com for more information on details to submit. It's pensole.com. More information over there on how you can register to hopefully be accepted for this particular partnership between Pensole and Denmark's Kolding School of Design. So head on over there. The clock's ticking. You've been warned.
And who doesn't want to be in Denmark during October?
What'd you say, Ben?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
I said, who wouldn't want to be in Denmark during October?
Facts.
Bro.
Facts.
Man.
So, where are we going next, D. Wells?
Kodoma's been itching to show off some kicks that he picked up. So,
You should go ahead.
you know, I know he's.
Is this show and tell time?
Well, I also want to mention I ran into Ben at Agenda New York. We were out there looking at all the brands.
Nice.
I don't know what the star of the show was at Agenda New York. There weren't too many footwear brands out there. Oh, yes, I do. There is a Fila original tennis coming out in phenomenal white leather with a croc embossed flag, gold medal eyelets, and that particularly caught my eye. And I think when I saw it, our guy Lewis told me, yeah, there's no margin on that shoe. I kind of got in trouble for that. Just kind of showing what we can do. So,
Okay.
you know, I'm definitely looking forward to that shoe releasing and picking a pair of those up.
Nice.
But let me see. I got some pickups here. This is actually something that came about from Agenda New York. I got the hundreds to mail me these Reebok ventilators, which were worn at the H-Town Sneaker Summit like a week before they came out.
Nice.
They're one on stage, and I got them protected by Crep Protect, who was in the building. You know, cleaners and sneaker protector.
Is that a Reebok Reserve pair?
I don't know if it says reserve.
It is reserve on the tag there, the hang tag.
It came with it. So, you know, they've silently been doing the ventilator. I guess the one that's been met with the most success is the Kendrick, right?
Right.
So that was huge. What
Good
else?
look on those. I saw the pictures on Instagram.
What else do I want to show? Okay. I've got these Fila Mashburns here. This is just a sample. This is probably dropping, within a week or so.
Yeah, you
Nice.
put those. You had those on the news
Yeah.
feature, right?
Yes, this came about from Agenda New York. I think our guy Sean, he sent me these to show on the news. As we ran down the hottest back to school kicks, I
Yeah.
like to show a little bit from each brand. So the Reebok ventilators actually didn't make it on time, but I don't know. That's what I got there. So
Okay.
and let me see. Probably get harassed for this, but then I picked up these. The
No,
Yeezy.
you won't get harassed for that.
So, everybody that watches the show religiously knows that I'm a big fan of Boost. So, had to get these when the opportunity presented itself. Shout out to the plug.
The plug.
I won't drop any names.
He said, "Shout out to the plug."
To the plug.
Plug emoji.
And then I just picked these up today. These are some Vans AVE. I forgot the name of them. What is this? This is AV Classic. So this is the Anthony Van Engelen signature skate shoe. It's got the waffle outsole, clean, white suede, kind of basic. This is like a take on an older shoe they had. I think it was called the Lampin'. And when skate shoes were too bulky and street skating started getting in style and skaters kind of gravitated to Adidas Campus and Puma Suedes, Vans kind of had to listen, and this was kind of like their, I don't know, this is kind of like their answer to the Puma Suede. So it's a new take on the Vans Lampin', which is a old shoe from the 90s, and I don't know, I just liked it. I wanted to try it out. So
You gonna skate those?
when I skate, like my ankles are like shattered glass, so I kind of need something with a little more support. But I know the kids out there,
All socks on too.
yeah, the kids out there that still have their ankles intact, they would definitely skate these.
Word.
So I might give them a shot, but yeah, I usually need something with a little more support.
How about you don't and just say you did?
Yeah, I've been there.
What's the last thing everybody else got on here? Like,
Last pair I got was miraculously the day of SneakerCon, where I went, and shout out to Jumpman Bostic too. I actually finally got to meet the homie Jumpman Bostic after all these years when I ended up at SneakerCon last week, or what was that, 2 weekends ago? I don't even know anymore.
last
But
week.
I actually picked up miraculously by walking in to the Foot Locker Kadoma right there on 34th Street by MSG with little to no resistance at all. The Jordan 1.5s, the returns.
Yeah, I like those shoes. I'm waiting for them to go on employee discount.
So I actually did get a pair of those. That's the first one.
That's a good thing to get.
Yeah,
you said
that's a
one.
good pickup because there's a lot of people not feeling those because of the outsole, but they don't realize, like, hey, this is something that's probably not gonna drop again.
Well, it won't drop again, and I totally like the story behind it.
Or it'll drop in a funky color.
I don't think they're gonna drop it again.
Man, I don't know, man. We'll see.
If they do, I think it'll be some kind of stupid collaboration, which
It'll be the Laney colorway.
I hope.
The Laney colorway. Wow.
You know they have those Jordan brand Yahtzee dice in the conference room.
He said Yahtzee dice.
It just
He
rolls.
said it's like,
This
oh,
color.
that's the color.
What?
Cement.
That color.
Yeah, so I got the 1.5s because, knowing the story behind them, and it actually, for me, it represents them actually really trying, to get some feedback from Mike in regards to where to go next, since the one, in Mike's eyes, really wasn't his favorite. He's on David Letterman admitting that the shoes are ugly. You know, it shows that they were, in that process of trying to go somewhere else for the next shoe, which is why I got it. And he actually did play in it and was able to give them that feedback on the direction of it. He actually did like the bottom of the twos. I don't think he anticipated anywhere on the planet what the upper of the two was going to look like, but he went with it, wasn't really feeling it, and ended up deciding to try and make that move over to the trefoil after the two. So, for us over here, we like that kind of storytelling, and we like what a shoe like that represents as far as a behind-the-scenes story or a, evolution of a signature line. Because, yeah, look at what it's come to now. We're at the 30 now. Has anyone seen pictures of the 30 yet? No.
But they did the mistake of naming it the XXX. And one of my friends made the mistake of Googling Jordan XXX. No shoes popped up.
Yeah. Nope.
So
and nobody black probably popped up either.
Yeah, we'll see if they continue to market it as such, but the original catalogs had that in there.
Well, the signature line always had, for the most part, the lineage Roman numerals. So
I know that the 30, there is supposed to be a flywire version in there, and then there's supposed to be a tumbled leather version. So.
Oh wow, good tip.
Yeah, but I think a tumbled elephant print leather version. But we'll see. Let's see what the Yahtzee dice say.
Tumbled elephant print.
Yahtzee!
Tumbled elephant print with Flywire, Air Max, Zoom.
Man.
And Lunar.
Only thing I know about the 30 is there's gonna be a heavy Bugs Bunny campaign. Heavy.
Have we not had enough of that already with Blake Griffin and Marvin the Martian and all that other shit? Are we not over that yet?
This is the year for that.
Yeah.
This is the year for that.
What could sell? What could sell these new shoes?
People actually doing something in them.
People actually doing something in them. I don't know. I thought
tough.
Blake Griffin and Chris Paul had a pretty good season.
Do they have a chip?
No.
Were they close?
Neither does James Harden. Yeah. We said we're going to get into that.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that, just not tonight though.
Oh, not tonight.
There's more to that story. So
we gotta wait till it breaks to the masses.
There's more to that story, so we won't get into what everybody already knows as far as speculation tonight. But there's nobody winning in Air Jordan shoes. So they're being sold purely on hype.
Kawhi Leonard won.
Kawhi Leonard won last year.
Yeah, right. Yeah, did you see that KD MVP shoe coming out?
The purple one.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of bad timing.
Word.
His shoe being out right now is bad timing. No one's seen him play in over almost a year.
Well, no, they're having a KD 8 come out that acknowledges his 2014 MVP acceptance speech.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because of the suit. He wore a purple suit.
Even though he didn't win the MVP this year, he'll have a MVP shoe coming out this year.
So they're making a shoe. He won the MVP wearing the KD 7, but they're making a KD 8 that acknowledges the speech he made when he won MVP wearing the KD 7. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Just as long as I'm clear.
What do you think was going to happen when Nike paid Kevin Durant that much money? They're going to bastardize the Kevin Durant name.
I agree, they should. But come on, give us something. Like, you might as well make a shoe for his mom.
I don't know. I think if you do not win the MVP this year, you do not deserve an MVP shoe this year.
I think Chris Paul should put out an MVP CP39 because he should have won it a couple years ago.
Yeah, I mean, just like Asics, when they put out the Gel Spotlight shoe last year, the What If Isaiah was on the Dream Team
Right,
color.
right.
What the fuck? Come on, like,
Yo, I like that. I actually have. That's the only pair I have. I like that.
Or the Nike tried to do the what if Iverson.
yeah, the What If Iverson
What
shoe
if
that ended up coming
Iverson?
out. Yeah, they did.
Wow.
They what was that? A Zoom Flight 95?
Yep. Jason Kidd shoe.
Yeah, Jason Kidd with the number 3 on the back. Like, all right, he didn't sign with you guys. He signed a lifetime deal with someone else. Why the fuck are you making these shoes? It's crazy, yo.
Yo, what else gets made that is like it doesn't make sense to make? Like any type of sense. Like not that things have to make sense in this crazy industry, but like what else is made?
I saw Van's post yesterday, and I don't know if somebody could help me to pull it up. But if you go to Sean, can you help me?
Yep.
To Instagram.com/pillow heat.
Pillow heat?
Yes.
Pillow heat.
Yes, this is a world-renowned Vans collector.
Oh, it sounds like he has them 600 thread count pillows on Didek.
Yeah. So go to his page. Let me see where it is at, but you should see it's like a peach shoe with some black vertical stripes on it. Do you see that?
Got it.
Go ahead and click on that.
Got him.
So those are actually vintage Vans customs out of his personal collection.
Really?
They are customized shoes that someone made, back in the day using Vans custom
Like program.
program, and that Vans is now releasing those to the masses.
Wow. You serious?
Yeah, so he kind of scoured the globe looking for vintage Vans, and he picked these up and posted them online. They're a custom creation, never released, a one of one. He did not create them. He is the second-hand owner, but he just kind of found it foul that Vans is releasing his vintage find.
Don't put it on the internet. It's public consumption at that
When
point.
you look at that shoe, it's like, why would you release those?
I could see this is a typical Vans customer from back in the days. I could see a Vans customer wearing that.
I bet you they're Spicolis.
They're what?
Spicolis. Oh, from Fast
Is
Times
that a
at
bad
Ridgemont
reference?
High. No, not that. That's appropriate. I mean, come on.
I could see those selling actually.
Yeah.
Well, somebody else probably said the same thing.
Yeah.
But the guy was pretty miffed about it, as you can tell from his
I
post.
bet.
I don't know. I mean, to me, if you love the shoe, you gotta, be some sort of happy that a whole bunch more people are gonna get to appreciate the shoes that you love now. But just like any collector, sometimes there's a lot of hard work and money that goes into obtaining these pairs, and then the brands, re-release them to the masses, and kind of makes all your work and hard-earned money just evaporate into thin air.
Yeah.
Well, Nike's been doing this for years through the Bespoke program.
Yeah.
Everything that comes through the Bespoke program that they see, and someone from marketing sees what people are creating through the Bespoke program, that's why you have cork. You see how well Allen used cork on his Air Force One when he did his.
And we just spoke about the what the don't.
Yep. What the?
Do you not remember lockers? That locker system, if somebody can go in the Wayback Machine, and I've always wanted to do this, the Internet Wayback Machine, look at the most popular lockers and compare those, like when Nike ID had like the locker thing where you'd show off your thing.
Man.
And then go back and compare them to stuff that's come out in the last 3 years. I would love to see the resemblance.
Oh, love to.
Sean, we have to go back. I mean, like, talk about taking a step back. I mean, even go back to 225 Elizabeth Street.
Yep.
There were designs that people did there.
Yep.
That eventually, like you said, Allen being, show IDs being one of them, his design was completely bitten.
Yeah, Allen was big back in the 255 days on doing Air Max 95s.
Yeah.
And big on Air Forces. So I'm sure something that he's created over the years. Him, looks like him, folks like Roscoe.
Roscoe, oh my goodness. J
Yeah,
Money. I'm just trying to think of, like, all the people. I mean, that was where I actually met Tommy Rebel for the first time.
yeah. So I'm sure. I'm sure that stuff that was created from that era, the early 2000s, eventually made it into inline product. The past for people to be like, yeah, and then there it goes. In particular with Air Forces, because how many SKUs of Air Forces have come out since 2002, 2003?
Goodness, yeah.
You know, so yeah, it's being done. I mean, bespoke program just made people pay more to get ripped off. That's what's happening. I mean, they had people like Cause believing that he invented baseball stitching and that Nike stole it from him. Cause was fucking bugging.
Yep.
He creates
Yo,
incredible
chill.
products,
Calls is
but
from New Jersey.
he was totally bugging when he said that stupid shit. I mean, baseball stitching? Come on, dog. Seriously? Like, it's been around. You know?
Is it true Futura had the first pink box SB?
Don't know.
Don't know.
That's something he claims. I've seen a
First
recent interview.
pink box.
He said he started
SB.
the pink box trend with the high top. He said that was the
It
first.
might be. You might be right. It might be the uncle. Yeah.
Wow.
It was a recent interview I heard. I actually heard it like 2 days ago.
That's interesting.
That would have been around what? What year would that have been? 2004, 5?
I would say 2004.
Because before then was the gray with the green, right? Like the silver with the green.
Mm-hmm.
And then they changed over to the pink boxes, and I'm trying to remember what was first. I think it may have been the uncle. Yeah.
That's too far to go back in my time machine right now.
Wow.
It makes sense.
That does make sense. That does. You're right.
Because it's the same exact colorway, year 2004. So
I do remember, like, the Barfs and the Broncos. Those all came with the silver box with the green writing on it. But then the pink boxes were right thereafter. That does sound about right, Ben.
And I'm gonna put it in the chat if you can pull it up quickly. Paper.
Yep.
Wow.
There you go. 2004, and it's the same color scheme as the box.
Huh. That does sound about right. $800. Jeez.
That's how much they going for.
I remember when these retail. I think these are $60. No, these are $75.
You know, it's funny because people like Futura and Bobito, they've kind of seen and heard it all at this point. You know, so it's funny to get their take on the inner workings of, you know.
2004, this pink box SB came out.
Paper now even got me thinking about.
Just Blame Chad sketch?
Yes, exactly.
We might have to retro the show.
Oh man,
We might have to retro the show.
Pink box, pink box.
Pink box, pink box, pink box.
Oh gosh. Did anyone see the Dime Vans classic slip-on?
No, sir.
No.
Let me show you this here. I got one more link for you. This might be a what the fuck, but I don't know. You know, it's a skate kind of poking fun at sneaker culture or sneaker subculture. So go ahead. Oh, did that work? Yeah, I just posted another link in there. Go to that, see if you can play that video while we're on air here.
All right, I'm gonna
Vans Canada.
share it first.
Yo, speaking of which, Kadoma, what happened to your boy Nija? Yo, he came in second in the Street League.
Oh, did he? Yeah,
Yeah.
but he'll be back. It's also rumored he's going to SB by
He's from
Christmas
Philly.
time.
Philly's been taking L's all week, man. I mean, come on.
Hey, yo.
Check out the marketing behind this Van shoe.
The ultimate banana stomping shoe.
You have to see if the video is on the page. The video is hilarious.
I'm just waiting for the wedgie scene. That's all. That's what I'm waiting on
Is it
now.
on? Is it on there? It doesn't
No,
show.
no video.
Dog,
Okay,
he
give
could
me.
have won if
Oh
he
wait,
did
wait.
not
Yes, it is. Yes, it
respond.
is.
That's all he needed to do. Not
Video's here.
respond. Oh, D, why'd you start talking about this? Now I want to
Do you
hear.
maximize the screen?
It all started when I found these videos on the internet.
No bueno. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go.
As soon as I saw that, I realized I wasn't alone.
Oh my goodness.
Banana stomping. I stomped bananas over 200 times, using a different pair every single time. Every time, until I finally got my hands on a pair so unique, a pair that was practically designed just for stomping. The Dime Vans Slip-On Pro. I used to think you needed a bigger shoe for more protection and impact absorption, but this slip-on offers a greater banana feel and a heavily superior stomping control. Dime Vans. Thank you.
You gotta love it.
You guys have seen the
Does
banana
it hear
stomping?
that?
Yes.
Okay,
Gotta
that
love
was
it.
hard.
You guys have seen the banana or the stomping vids before, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't that start in like
Stomping.
Japan or something?
I have no idea where that started, man. That's probably.
I'm unfamiliar. Catch me up really fast. What is banana stomping?
There's people with a shoe fetish that they make videos of them stomping on things with their new shoes.
Fruit.
Like that is a YouTube cult.
Yep.
Don't tell me that. I'm about to start a video.
You won't be able to, Ben. You like wearing socks.
The corners of the internet are a scary place.
Yeah. Hey, here's a question, D. Wells. And I was looking for this to educate some folks, some young whippersnappers, about one of our really off-the-wall episodes.
Oh, I
I was hoping you wouldn't bring this up.
Where is in our archive the Shoe Fuckers episode?
Oh man, that was early. That was.
Is it pre-100?
It was pre-100 because
Were we
that
on
was
video?
that was strictly audio,
Yes, it was.
and that was Sneaker Queen that brought that up. And I want to say that I'm thinking, like, for some reason I'm thinking 08 or 09. I don't know why. I started to look for it one day. Yeah, it was early.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was trying to look around the range of when we had MC Shan on, because MC Shan is 75. I don't know why I'm thinking it was around that range episode range, but it may be earlier. But
All you secret listeners at blog should do a top 10 SOSD episode list. I'm just saying.
that would scare people. And
Yeah, I
Top 25?
change.
I was
Man,
trying to find it.
good episodes. That'd be a good thing to do near the anniversary.
Find your top 10.
Top 25. Probably have to be 25.
One of my favorites is definitely MC Shan, of course, because we went from talking Pumas with him, so I don't know who he ended up having a conversation with on the episode where they were talking about how to pop the windshield off a car. That episode, the interview just went so many places with Shan, but it was a good episode, though.
It's that Uptown shit.
Well, he's not from Uptown, so
MC Shan's not Queens?
Queens, yes, Queensbridge. That's not Uptown.
Queens is the farthest uptown you can go.
No, Ben, it's not.
No? If it's not in the 100s, it doesn't count as uptown? Nah?
Queensbridge is Queens, right across the river from Manhattan, Benjamin.
If it's above Manhattan, it's uptown to me.
It's not. It's to the side of Manhattan.
Yeah,
Check
I gotta find that episode. I'm gonna find it. That was a doozy, as they say.
The infamous Shoe Fuckers episode with videos included.
I can't believe we didn't name it as such.
I'm not sure why we didn't. Not sure why we
Wow.
didn't, but that episode that exposed some crazy stuff.
Absolutely.
And in that episode, we was like, "Yo, Flight Club, check your shoes.
No, I don't want to check it.
I know,
Check
right?
your shoes with a black light, with
Mm,
whatever, please."
for real.
Because dudes was going in Ron Jeremy style on their shoe.
Oh,
Oh man.
So yes, sir.
So we gotta wrap up tonight's show, episode 356. Can you believe that?
You know what, D? I also got to send a shout out to the good folks over at Thermal Sound Waves,
Nice.
healthy alternative to fast food radio. My homeboys C Truth and Kev Lawrence. I was on their show Monday night at midnight, and myself and Easy Mo B, legendary producer, of course, Biggie, Pac, and so much other stuff.
Nice.
We actually he actually was a surprise being there because when I was doing my interview, he was sitting there listening, and it was like, wait a minute, is that my man from? It's like, yep, 430 Clinton Avenue.
Wow.
And we just went into a little bit of a time machine that I wish you were there to listen to, but the episode is up, so I'm gonna send the link out for people to catch that. But shout out to them for having me on last night, Thermal Sound Waves Radio. That was a good interview. And again, shout out to everyone from all over the planet who supports what we're doing and is getting behind the Rise of Sneaker Culture exhibition. They're buying the book. My man All Dizzle over in Spain, he just got his copy. Shout out to folks like Bobito. Shout out to anyone and everyone who's been showing the love and support for the exhibition and for us. And I'm happy for us to be involved with this experience and, of course, still educating people through our social studies program. There's more in store for social studies. Trust me. To be continued. So that's all I got, D Wells. What you got as we roll out? Kadoma, what you got before we roll out? You got to once again give people an update on what's about to happen on December 6th.
Man, I mean, we're just ready to go right back into it. We got 4 months to have a little break, and then we're going to have another H-Town Sneaker Summit. Probably going to have a couple of other things in between now and then. You just got to stay locked to OSD Live and Sneaker Summit to find out what we got cooking. Just waiting on ink to dry on a couple of things. So, you know, I mean, you saw the pictures. You know what to expect from our events. We work very hard to keep pushing things forward, and that's what we're trying to do.
Facts.
True. Mr. Ben Berry, what you got cooking? What you got in the chamber, as they say?
When you said that, I got a couple features fully loaded. Looking for features to hold them. You know what I mean? If you like numbers and you like analytics and you like learning something, you know, come fuck with me.
There you go. And you had you had a big interview.
Oh
with,
yeah.
Come on now, don't be shy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, shout out to the people who looked at it. You know, it's crazy. You make something, you never think people listen, but then again, you guys are making something, and I was listening when I was in my teenage years. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I interviewed Ronda Rousey. People like her. You know what I mean? Another, what is it? Victory, first round victory, 34 seconds.
Boom, boom. Exactly.
So look up Ronda Rousey interview. And I'm like coming up, like, you know what I mean? I just hit 10,000 views, 34 days. You know what I mean?
Nice.
I'm probably gonna hit 11,000 tonight. Just keep it going. Shout out to Tyron Woodley too. That's my next UFC interview. Tyron Woodley is actually from Ferguson, Missouri, and we're gonna be walking around Ferguson in his hometown. He has a charity out there, and he threw out the first pitch for whatever team is out there. Last week, and yeah, that video is gonna be really good. I'm super excited about it. Shout out to the whole UFC too, by the way, and Reebok. They show your boy a lot of love. They have faith in me.
There you go.
Damn, get it, Ben.
I'm trying.
Nice. Well, thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you walk and talk with us each and every week. But more importantly, after the show, you can go back and watch episode 356 and all the previous shows on osdlive.com. click on that tab that says OSD Talk Show. Connect with us on social media as well. We're easy to find, very simple. You can go right online, D Wells OSD, as well as OSD Live, as well as OSD, a Sneaker Summit, Ben Berry, for all the Sole Doctors and Disorderlies. So until next week, keep your laces tied tightly, your tongue loose, and walk good. Y'all be safe. We're up, and we are out.